And welcome everybody to Bobby Campbell Stadium here on the beautiful campus of Lynn University. The opening night for Sunshine State Conference play for the Lynn University Fighting Knights, who are 2-3 overall on the season. 1-1 here at home, and today hosting the 22nd ranked team in the nation in Embry-Riddle. The Eagles come in at 3-2. They are 1-1 away from home, and 1-1 in conference play already, so they are 2 games ahead of Lynn in games played already in conference. Opening night here in Sunshine State Conference play for Lynn University and head coach Callie Morrill. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Ari Shannock along with Matt Mazzamero.
How you doing, Ari? Pleasure to be here, as always.
Great to have you. Glad that you and your fellow students survived that almost a week without power here on campus.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't on campus, but, you know, you still lost power for a little bit. I mean, it was nice to have a week off from class, though.
The Eagles.
Both teams looking to bounce back after a tough loss. The Eagles lost to Nova Southeastern the last time out, 3-2. And the Fighting Knights lost at Florida Tech, 4-1. So, big win here is what the Fighting Knights are looking for to open up conference play against a very highly touted team in the country. They're ranked 22nd, like you said.
Here come the Fighting Knights. First possible scoring opportunity, but that pass does not connect. And the Eagles looking to clear here. Lynn able to keep it in with Morera, Gabriella. Now working to teammate Meltzer. Morgan Meltzer wrestling in the corner and denied. Out to midfield and kicked right back in by Shawley. Embry-Riddle coached by Samantha Bohan. Callie Morrill was hired back in 2014, the 4th coach in Lynn program history, the first female coach in program history for women's soccer. A 4-year starter at Alabama, was a captain and an MVP her senior season. Assistant coach Vinnie Kampf and Alex Greco. The Eagles averaging 11 shots per game. Plenty of weapons on this Eagle team. They were ranked very high. They've lost a couple games here, tough ones this season, and come in ranked 22nd.
I think the key to the team that's going to come out on top today is going to be who gets out in front first, you know, because both teams so far this season, every game that they've won, they've all scored first. But, you know, obviously Fighting Knights, the 2 games they won were both shutouts. So, I mean, the other team never fought back. But for Embry-Riddle, that's something that the Fighting Knights are going to have to really try to do, is get out in front and stay out in front.
For the Eagles in goal, Fanny Christensen out of Stockholm, Sweden, 5'6" sophomore. She's given up 4 goals on the season. Her goals against average .93. Has made 9 saves, 69% save percentage, and has 1 shutout. In goal for the Lynn Fighting Knights, the 5'10" junior Alexa Downey out of Coral Springs Charter School, and played for Team Boca. 8 goals against this season, 1.60 goal against average. Alexa has made 24 saves, 75% save percentage. And Downey has 2 clean sheets on the season. Now, she had 3 shutouts last season, Matt.
Well, already well on our way to improving from last year easily.
Yeah.
Already with 2 this year.
She was 2nd in the conference last season with 71 saves. And has the 8th, that was the 8th most saves in a season in program history. Two teams battling. Lynn holds a small advantage on possession here early on. Just under the 40-minute mark, first half. And the first conference game of the season for Lynn University. Weisberg. Back out to midfield. Near side, running it down and pushing it ahead is Shawley. Here come the Knights. This is Cole trying to lead Meltzer towards the corner. Was broken up nicely by the Eagle defense. Donish Henry Cole, 2 goals, 1 assist, 13 shots, 7 on target this season. The electric player out of Boca High.
Nice local homegrown talent.
And we're under the 39th minute here, first half. Scoreless. Yeah, a number of local products, Matt, who play for Team Boca. And Donish Henry Cole had that season-ending injury last season after scoring 5 goals, 2 game-winning goals in her first 10 contests. Good battle there by Lanigra, a 5'1" senior. Eagle ball, 1-1 in conference.
One and one in the conference, but so far this season for the Eagles, 1-2 on the road. So that could be a good sign for the Fighting Knights playing at home tonight.
Now they are led in scoring by Schmiedhofer, the sophomore out of Sweden, with 3 goals, 1 game winner. And she is number 12. High in the air, getting a piece off the head was Morera. Here come the Knights. Pushing up the middle of the field. Nobody's going to the ball. Finally for Embry-Riddle, they come up. Weisberg. Far side, this is Pariello, the 5'7" senior out of Delray. Breaking free, but a sliding tackle to push that ball out to the perimeter. Beautiful saving play by Meltzer. Weisberg in the middle of the pack, and here comes Morgan. An outstanding play, possibly saving a goal. The junior out of Jacksonville. She began her career at FAU. Here's Cole, so skilled. Very quick feet. Right back to Morgan. Meltzer serves it in towards the goal and tipped up over the crossbar. That almost went in, Matt.
That was a screamer coming in high. That was just a great save.
From distance, Meltzer surprised the goalie. Looking for her first goal of the season. The defender.
I think that might have surprised everyone from that far out.
And Christensen able to push it up high enough where it went over the crossbar. But very precarious and set piece opportunity here for Lynn. Here's the corner. A low one out just in front of the box and a shot taken well high. Good look there, just outside of the box, straight on opportunity. As Embry-Riddle fortunate. Christensen, who made a nice save. That was her 10th of the season. Off of the strike from Meltzer from distance. Meltzer battling. with Johansson. Middle of the field, operating as Perriello. Comes back to Meltzer. Little touch pass. Beautiful ball movement. Nice pass by Lenegro. Meltzer out in front of the box. Cole trying to fight for it. Excellent balance there. But able to clear are the Eagles. Good action for the Lynn Fighting Knights. Coach Morrill has to be pleased, Matt, the way they're competing against this very strong Eagles team.
So far, so good. They're hustling every ball that gets away on the pitch today. I mean, Embry-Riddle really forcing it on the Fighting Knights as well. But, I think they're even experiencing some of the pressure early on here. Fighting Knights getting down deep on their side of the field, and Eagles lucky to clear it a couple times.
Yeah, no question. The Eagles feeling the pressure and intensity that Lynn has come out with here on their home pitch. This will be handled by Meltzer. Downey behind her. Eagles giving chase. Good passing by the Eagles, but broken up, but unable to clear dangerously now for Lynn. As Griffin able to get a piece of that, push it to the perimeter, and here comes Henry Cole. Donish darting up the far side. 2 goals and an assist for You hear the Embry-Riddle bench just to the right of our vantage point, and Coach Bohan. Dangerous here, beaten into the box, coming out and diving to make the save is Alexa Downey. Very precarious there. The Eagles able to break through the Lynn defense, Matt, but Alexa read it well and came out just in the nick of time.
Yeah, a little breakdown there, but she came out at the perfect time and able to save that one.
Shawley, long ball giving chase is Lenegro. Lenegro towards the center of the field, unable to connect with Perriello. Good look, though. And this is Rachel Owens out of Delaware, who has a couple of assists for Embry-Riddle. That was cleared by Shawley. Anna, the 5'7" junior out of Waukesha, North Carolina. Sunshine State academic honor roll last season. Henry Cole battling with Johansson. A strike from distance and a save. The second of the game for Christensen. Perriello rocketed that one, Matt.
It's a little to the right off the goal, but a good shot from that distance for sure.
Jamie with 3 assists leads the team this season. Now we're going to take a look at this strike from Perriello, the Delray Beach native. Just a bullet, you're right, just to the right of the goal. Christensen glided over to make the save. The Eagles looking for help. They come to the perimeter. Owens. Good help defense to clear there. Very nicely done by Shawley, helping her teammate out. And you hear Coach Morrill shouting instructions to Moriera. The throw-in upcoming here. Owens. We're scoreless here in the first half. The Eagles maneuvering with Garda's daughter. And that shot behind the net. And some unique names on this roster, Matt. We were going over them. Plenty of athletes out of Sweden and Iceland.
Definitely take some practice getting used to pronouncing them, that's for sure. I mean, if you're not coming into it prepared, you're just kind of going to embarrass yourself trying to pronounce any of them.
And we should, Norway, that may be one of the tougher names. We have the Nasberge sisters, Guro and Stina. Here come the Fighting Knights. Meltzer. She's led the attack from the back line the entire game so far. And an important piece for Lynn. She's actually our player to watch here today on the Lynn Sports Network, the 5'2" junior out of Jacksonville. She appeared in 16 games with the Owls of FAU last season. Or excuse me, that was a couple years ago. Appeared in 16 games here at Lynn and was part of the SSC Academic Honor Roll team. And we've got a foul on Embry-Riddle, so a free kick upcoming. Puriello, the leading assist player on the team. Surveying, and the cross toward the net, but overshot it a bit, Matt. Got a little bit too much on that one.
Wasn't exactly what they were looking for there, but good try. I mean, wanted it ideally a little more in the box, but close to the goal, put some pressure on the goalie if anyone's able to get a head on it.
Very little wind here, so that did not affect that ball. A beautiful evening. A little tough from our vantage point as the sun sets to the west and looks us directly in the face here in our broadcast setup. Here comes Cole, darting in. The cross, broken up, loose ball, and a whistle. See if we handball. This will be a penalty kick. So
wow.
A huge break for the Lynn Fighting Knights, created there by Donish Henry Cole.
I don't know who the handball is on, but the Fighting Knights catch a huge break here. A chance to go up early here in the first half.
And Emily Weisberg will tee it up. Emily 1 for 1 on the season in penalty kicks. Emily Weisberg, the junior out of North Carolina, the approach and the boot, and a goal. 1-0 Lynn. Penalty kick goal for Weisberg. Off the left foot, Emily very composed. We're going to take a look at this again. Weisberg, very calm. Boom.
Christensen guessed the same way as the ball was going to, but just a little slow in getting to it.
Weisberg played 7 games before a season-ending injury last season. She had 4 goals, 4 assists back in 2015. So Coach Morrill and the Fighting Knights very happy to have her back. Here coming back, trying to answer quickly, Embry-Riddle with a scoring opportunity. Back into the box, in the air, and deflected out for Lynn. So Weisberg, her 2nd goal of the season. And it's a big one, as Matt mentioned earlier in the broadcast. Whoever scores first has been successful so far this season.
Now you got the goal early here, but it looks like they're falling back a little bit here just to toughen up the defense. But you know what? I say, why stop there? I mean, it's early on in the first half, plenty of time left. Keep pushing forward and try to score another one.
Yeah, over 25 minutes yet to play here first half. Embry-Riddle with a charge of energy after going down 1-0. Cole challenging. Embry-Riddle holds on to it. Here's Owens. Owens leading Garda's daughter. And her cross will sail off of the screen and back of the net. Gardasdottir, two goals, one game-winning goal out of Iceland. 5'9" freshman, a very impressive player here in the conference. We're going to have a substitute. Schmiedhofer will check in. So the leading scorer, Schmiedhofer, coming in off of the bench. She has 3 goals, including a game winner this season. She replaces Rachel Owens. This one run down far side by Notkin. Mara Notkin, the 5'1" junior out of Cooper City High School. And cleared out to midfield. That will roll out of bounds. Decent crowd on hand here in the conference opener here at Bobby Campbell Stadium. And the fans, about 24 minutes remaining in the first half, 1-0 Lynn. And from the fans' vantage point, Matt, you are in the shade, beautiful, comfortable seats.
Must be nice over there.
Yeah, if you're a soccer fan, no better value. See this tremendous college soccer here played at Lynn University, both men and women. Very comfortable seats, shaded seats on the west side of the stadium.
Fortunately for us broadcasters, doesn't work out so well.
We're on the east.
Sun looks like it's going to be there for a while.
Yeah, we have some time yet. That ball sent into the box and a hard hit and then a strike just to the right of the post. Little upset with herself there for the Eagles is number 13, Johansson. She got on top of that ball in a hurry, let it fly, Matt, but just pushed it to the left just a little bit.
She ran up on it. She had a good look, but just didn't quite square it up and just sailed to the left.
Yeah, Johansson, 1 goal, 1 assist on the season. But that was a hard hit, and they let that play. That created the opportunity for Embry-Riddle there. That could have been called a foul as a Lynn defender was sent to the turf. Here come the Eagles again. Lynn was in command through about the first 10, 12 minutes of this one. The cross in the box. Coming out and seizing it is Downey. But since the Lynn goal, Matt, it has really been all Eagles.
Yeah, I mean, they just seem like they're just trying to protect the lead now and not really push it upfield. I mean, pushing it up now. But you're up a goal. You still got plenty of time. Why not keep pushing forward?
Here's Weisberg. She put it in off the handball penalty kick. Meltzer. Yeah, Lynn definitely maybe has lost a little bit of that intensity. And on the flip side, Eagles playing with a little more urgency, falling behind. And Coach Morrill definitely roaming the sidelines, trying to get her girls back active. And here come the Eagles again, 2-on-2. This is Gardasdottir. Dangerous play of the cross. Blocked away, beautifully done at the defense by Sage Griffin. The team MVP of Cooper City High School squad, both her junior and senior seasons. The 21-minute mark, and substitute for Coach Morrill checking in will be Pedretti, Valentina Pedretti, out of Italy. That was an easy guess, Valentina Pedretti. She had 10 starts last season, also part of the Conference Academic Honor Roll team. She has an assist, 2 goals already this season, Valentina does, including a game winner. So she has been a valuable piece for Coach Morrill.
She's coming on here to give Lanigra a little rest. See if she comes back in later on in the half.
Here come the Eagles again attacking. Johansson into the corner. Denied and cleared. Nicely done by Notkin. Notkin, the other Cooper City High School alumnus here in the Lynn team. She's a junior. Also part of the SSE Academic Honor Roll team. You see so many of those throughout Lynn University athletics. They such a terrific job. Devin Crosby and the athletic department do, along with the coaching staffs and the faculty here at Lynn, making sure their athletes are so successful both on and off the field and court.
And it goes well beyond the court as well. I mean, they make sure in the classroom athletes, well, first of all, you know, go to class because that's always important. But yeah, they make sure they're taken care of.
In the air, nicely done. Over the top by Pariello. That one right on the foot of Weisberg. To the perimeter. Meltzer. Good scramble, body work there by Pedretti, but unable to seize it. Cole looking for space, beautiful pass. Hand to Morera. This is a little bit more what we saw early on in the first 10 minutes. Weisberg to Cole. Danish Henry Cole unable to keep it in bounds. About 18.5 minutes remain in the first half. 1-0 Lynn. The penalty kick goal scored by Emily Weisberg, her second of the season, is the only tally of the first half thus far. Danish Henry Cole, beautiful move behind her back, reverses, and just unable to connect there with that lead serve up. Here come the Eagles. Nice move to her right. Coming out, Downey, and able to get a piece and deflected off of the foot of Schmiedhofer. Their leading scorer, very dangerous, well-timed play there by Downey.
Very risky play, but very heads up as well. I mean, she knew she had to make a quick decision, and luckily made the right one at the last second. She caught herself out there at no man's land a little far away from the goal, and she either had to commit or go back to the goal, and she chose to charge right at him.
Yeah, good decision by Alexa, it turns out. You've got the leading scorer coming at you from her right with her right foot. She would have had a good look at it. The Eagles relentless here after the Lynn goal. Nice play by Pariello. Meltzer trying to connect upfield with Moriera. Moriera, another Team Boca player, played at West Broward High School, originally from LA. Weisberg serves it to the outside, and now the long ball giving chase. Look at the speed for Moriera. Cole trying to find some space with her speed. The throw in for the Fighting Knights and Nutkin. About 15 minutes remain here in the first half. 1-0 Lynn. Another substitute will check in for the Eagles. Elizabeth Allen from Athens, Georgia. Elizabeth with 2 assists and a goal this season. Sun appears that it's going to go down a little bit of cloud cover now, Matt, as we hoped. That sometimes builds over the Everglades here in South Florida.
It's about time.
Give some relief here to the fans on the east side of the stadium. We're staring right into that sunshine.
I mean, I'm wearing sunglasses and I still have to swing. It was pretty brutal for a while there.
Another substitute will come in for Embry-Riddle. Number 6 is Annie Gelnaw from Ormond Beach, Florida. The redshirt junior on the season. Throw in here for Megan Smith out of England. Good tackle slide there. Beautiful play by Jamie Perriello. Cole on the dart. Outruns the defenders, has 2 defenders, and now settles the ball. Great attack there by Donish, and she receives a round of applause from the Lynn sidelines. Weisberg will set up the second corner of the day for the Lynn Fighting Knights. Everybody getting in position for the Knights. Weisberg puts it out to the front of the box, and it's kicked away by Embry-Riddle. And now an opportunity for a counter-attack for the Eagles. 1-on-2 here as she waits for help. Here comes Rammel. Rammel to the outside. The cross in the air, seized nicely by Alexa Downey.
It's in an ABCHD folder, so it's video of some sort.
13 minutes remain in the first half. 1-0 Lynn University. And their opening night of conference play. Lynn came into the action 2-3 overall, 1-1 here at home. The Eagles ranked 22nd in the country, 3-2 overall, 1-1 already in conference play. And they're also 1-1 already in conference play. Excuse me, on the road. That point was so important, I had to make it twice.
Yeah, I mean. Oh, everything's blowing away here now.
Morgan Meltzer. This is Brundon. Sophie Brundon, another defender out of Sweden, sophomore.
Going to be another sub coming on now. Looks like it's going to be number 24, Kelly Field, the 5'5" junior from Coral Springs, out of Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School.
Yeah, the locals sometimes just call it Douglas High School. So
yeah, I'm not a local. You know, I
like
to be proper.
Less chance of messing up the name, which I've done before, so just to be honest with you. Yeah, Kelly also a member of the Sunshine State Conference Academic Honor Roll team last season. So Dunish, Henry Cole will catch her breath. Coming to the sidelines. The teams will take a hydration break with 11.5 minutes remaining in the first half. And 1-0 Fighting Knights on the penalty kick goal by Emily Weisberg. She is now 2 for 2 on the season in PKs. I think it takes a certain type of composure to hit those penalty kicks, Matt, and Emily's one of those players. It doesn't look like she gets rattled, right?
Yeah, I mean, every time you're taking a penalty shot, it's, you know, it's a high-pressure situation. You got to be calm, cool, and collected and make sure you're focused on where you're going with it. And Yeah, she's got it in her.
This is a good look at the Fighting Knights. And Coach Morrow, let's take a look at Emily's approach and boot on that penalty kick. It's a good look at Emily, number 12. It's hot out there. Here it is. And there's a live look as getting ready to check in after this hydration break is Kelly Field, number 24. And you hear shouting instructions. Vinny Kainth, also Alex Greco. Embry-Riddle still huddled up, getting instructions from Coach Bohan. Assistants Mike Cole, Liam McElhatton. 11.5 minutes left in the first half. Lynn hoping to begin conference play with a big win at home over the 22nd ranked Eagles. Coming back from the training room for the Eagles is Michaela Zalay, freshman out of Michigan who has a goal this season.
Who's going in for 5? Oh, nobody?
She appears to be holding her abdomen, but other than that, looks to be okay. So we'll have a free kick upcoming. Let's see whose possession. I don't think the players are certain yet. Another substitute will be checking in for the Eagles. Zalay will be back, so good to see Michaela okay. We've had quite a long delay here.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. I think I don't know which way they're going.
So a free kick set up here. Set pieces for Lynn. And Eagles not too pleased with that decision, but we will carry on here with about 11.5 minutes to play first half. They're trying to get Michaela back in the game, so Zalay returns to the field. So evidently, I didn't notice, but Embry-Riddle did not ever replace Michaela. So they were playing with a man down. That's why it was pretty urgent for the sidelines to get her back in the game. And here come the Eagles on the attack. Kicked away, cleared, nicely done by Griffin. Unfortunately for Lynn, it ricocheted off of a teammate's leg and out of bounds and will create a corner opportunity for Embry-Riddle. Their first of the game. Embry-Riddle hoping to tie this one before half. They've got about 10.5 minutes to do it. With the left foot, top of the box, in the air. The teams battle again in the air. They continue to head dangerously towards the goal, and a goal. So Lynn unable to clear that away multiple times, bounding high in the air, had her opportunities, and this time Downey came off her line, and it just rolled right into the back of the net.
Just an unfortunate series of events there for the Fighting Knights, unable to get a hand on that ball. We'll get a replay of that here in a second. I mean, Alexa Downey just unable to just get a hand on it and keep it out, and just the soft bounce, no one was able to get to it and clear it. It's one of those that's, you know what's going to happen, but it's just so painful to watch because you can't do anything about it.
So it looks like Schmiedhofer got the piece of it to send it in. Maria the sophomore from Stockholm, Sweden. And that would be her 4th goal of the season. And here they come again, looking to take the lead before half. And we're going to have a foul called inside of the box. This could be, well, let's see, did they call it or they're just setting up a corner?
Looks like they're just setting up a corner.
A good attack there by the Eagles and Garda's daughter. Goes right back to that corner, and she'll try the kick again. Unable to push it into scoring opportunity. We're tied at 1. Here come the Eagles. Beautiful play on the ball by Perriello. Still battling. Perriello in command. Lynn hoping to turn that into offense, was unable to. Meltzer. Cole. Lead pass. Here comes the Fighting Knights. The shot and a save. Diving to her right. Christensen off of the strike from Morera. We're going to take a look at Gabriella's attack again when we have a moment. Long ball. Coming off her line to scoop that up is Christensen.
Are you able to log in? Clock in?
Yeah, I was able to clock in. Perfect.
We're tied at 1. And that cleared out of bounds, so it's 7.5 minutes to play first half. So Embry-Riddle with that tie goal, the header from Schmiedhofer. And not relenting, Matt. They continue to attack. Just absolutely picked up that intensity after the Lynn lead goal off the penalty kick.
Really pressing it here in the home stretch of the first half. But one thing that the Fighting Knights have been doing is taking good shots and high percentage shots, and that's something that's been going on all season. I mean, the game they shot the lowest percentage of shots on goal and just shots in general was even a 7-0 win against Concordia. So high percentage shots are what this team does best, and that's how you win games. And you can even see on the last attack they had down there where Cole got the ball up the middle, and they still waited and at the last possible second to get the best possible shot at the goal, and fortunately there, Christensen was just right place, right time.
So it's like men and women play the same team, same night, but at alternate sites.
6 minutes remain in the half. Battle at midfield.
It's nice to not do double headers. It's too hot to play at 3 o'clock.
Long ball towards the corner. Will roll out of bounds.
Double header would be 3 and 7.
No, it would be 3 and 5.
3 and 6.
3 and 5. Yeah, but
And now the sun finally has settled behind the clouds out west. And much more tolerable now, Matt, and better for the players and everybody on the east side of the field. Temperature feels like it dropped at least 5 degrees.
A relief for sure.
We can't do it to 7, so yeah.
Well, exactly.
Just over 5 minutes to play here first half. We're tied at 1.
Oh, perfect. No, Mercedes has been doing it.
Penalty kick goal by Weisberg.
No,
And then the equalizer scored by Schmiedhofer. This is Jelnaw. Here comes Lynn. Jelnaw is there. Perriello to the outside, giving chases Bryans. Molly Bryans, 5'3" freshman out of New Zealand. Just over 4 minutes to play first half. Lynn looking to attack. Far side. Spacing not great, but they get through, and that shot deflected off a defender out front and cleared by the Eagles. Watch out here, the dangerous player for the Eagles in the box. The strike and the goal. Scored by Gardasdottir. Gardasdottir, her third goal of the season. An electric type athlete out of Iceland, the 5'9" freshman. So Ragnheiður Gardasdottir. We'll take a look at the Ragnheiður Gardasdottir goal. Look at the speed here, Matt.
Eagles just totally just exploded on the counterattack. And the speed just burned them.
So Gardasdottir, her third goal. Schmiedhofer, her fourth. Give the Eagles the lead. Lynn started very strongly in this game. In command throughout the first, I'd say, dozen minutes, at least maybe 15 minutes, Matt. Their hard work got them a penalty kick goal by Weisberg, but since that goal.
Yeah, I mean, starting to build the tackle a little bit here, a little more.
And here could be an opportunity, just arriving at the right time for the Eagles. There was a defender. A little more urgency now for Lynn. 3 minutes to play with here before halftime. Meltzer to the outside and leading a little bit too far. Teammate Abby Duncan. Duncan, the 5'7" forward out of Keedysville, Maryland, James Madison University. An interesting story. 4-year letter winner in track at James Madison. A sprinter, track star.
How about that?
Taking up soccer with tremendous amount of speed. She is number 26.
That's not something you see every day. I mean, it's not very often. You have a dual sport collegiate athlete. I mean, not dual sport at the same time, but switching over from another sport. I mean, I feel like that's even more unheard of.
Yeah. So a minute 50 remains in the half. 2-1 Embry-Riddle. Cole with the steal, almost broke free there with the ball. The throw in for Meltzer. Meltzer has it back and just unable to connect there with Duncan. It's got to be tough. You really come back to soccer after performing in track at a high level at James Madison for 4 years. Just kind of the little things, Matt, the adjustment, timing.
Speed will definitely be of use on the field.
Yeah.
That's one thing she's not going to have to get used to.
That's natural talent.
After halftime. Start the second half. Good time.
So taking her time here, Fanny Christensen out of Stockholm, Sweden. Christensen, couple of nice saves here. The one goal by Weisberg. Coming into them, and Matt Mazzamero with a heck of a play here in the press box to grab that one. He doesn't even have his mitt and was still able to make the play.
I didn't need it today, you know. Felt confident. Got a nice soft bounce.
Now, if you could have headed that back on the field with your headset on, that would have been even more impressive at this venue.
Might have hurt a little bit, but would have been impressive.
So the first half comes to a close. Lynn went up 1-0. There's a good look at Alexa Downey as she trots off after one half. So the lead given to Lynn by the penalty kick from Emily Weisberg. But then Embry-Riddle, 2 goals. The equalizer, a header by Schmiedhofer. And then the lead goal scored by Goddersdotter to make it 2-1 here at halftime. And the Lynn coaching staff meeting. So we will send it to break. I think we'll have some highlights for you, maybe some stats coming up here on the Lynn Sports Network. But your score at the half, Embry-Riddle 2, Lynn 1 here on the Lynn Sports Network.
University's swimming program has been fantastic since it started in 2013, with individual national champions and conference swimmers of the year. But this is the season the team takes it to a whole new level.
For years, head coach Nikki Alvarez has been pushing the NCAA to become pioneers in the swimming world by establishing new events. Finally, her time has come as this season we introduce the doggy paddle.
I'm overjoyed that the NC2A has moved forward with this groundbreaking event. Now that the doggy paddle has been approved as a new competition, I have the Lynn swim team working hard to perfect their doggy paddle stroke.
Coach Alvarez is up to the task, but she also brought in the best to train the girls, Coach Riley. This specialist has been practicing and teaching the art of doggy paddling for several years and hopes to train the girls to be the best of the best. As the swim team gears up for the next season, Coach Riley and Alvarez know our swimmers can be the #1 doggy paddlers in the country.
Here's to the Friday Knights fetching more national championships. With Lynn University being a leader in the educational green movement, we here in athletics thought we'd jump on board. So brace yourselves. We're going paperless for our schedule cards.
So how can we find out when our championship fighting Knights are playing?
Excellent question, Tiara. We've developed this cutting-edge technology that allows you to download the latest Fighting Knights schedules. It may be a bit cumbersome, but let me show you how it's done. Step 1. Log on to lynnfightingknights.com. Step 2. Click on the composite schedule. Step 3. Scroll to the bottom of the page and click iCalendar to save. Step 4. Click Save. Any questions? Lance. You're going to have to speak up. Well, Lance, I kind of just explained this. You're going to follow steps 1 through 4. Remember, they're 4 easy steps.
So, Chad, I'm new here to Lynn, and my mother's brother's sister-in-law's cousin's 12th removed, 4th regained brother-in-law's sister's dog wants to know how to find my games. Where can they find them online?
Rashid, 1 through 4. Guys, 1 through 4.
Bro. 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 Bros. Bros. Bro. 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 I literally have no idea what just happened.
Bro. You're so old.
Ah, bro.
We're 2 weeks into the soccer season, and already we've seen a big rise in workplace injuries.
Ah!
Hey, what's going on?
I'm not gonna be able to work. What'd you do that for?
I did
Can't
nothing.
take photos. Trainer.
For what? For what?
Hey,
Hey,
I
relax,
can't
relax,
believe
relax,
it. This
relax,
guy
relax.
is clapping.
Easy,
Man, ref, hey,
Ah.
look at him. It's
ridiculous.
nothing. I can't believe it.
Soft.
Hurts so much.
We have 23 national championships. How many do you have?
I challenge you.
I challenge you.
I challenge you.
I challenge you.
I challenge you, Division 1. Come to Lynn.
Imagine being a different kind of learner.
Being part of a team.
Imagine being part of the solution.
Imagine being part of the nightlife.
Being in the sunshine.
Imagine being part of innovation.
Imagine being part of the tradition.
Being part of the production.
Imagine being a go-getter.
Imagine being focused.
Being free to figure it all out.
Imagine being a global citizen.
Being right at home. Imagine being encouraged to be who you are.
Imagine what's next.
A lot of storylines in play. He was the voice that got it all started.
Cheers to you, Lynn Brads. I hope you feel empowered.
Imagine being on your way.
Okay, we're on here. Coach, down 2-1, but we had an early lead here. Good intensity in the beginning of the game. How do we get that back going in the second half?
Yeah, I think for us it's kind of getting into those wide spaces, getting in behind Embry-Riddle. It was working for us a little bit towards the very end, but we have to do it from the get-go right now, starting the second half. So 2 games right now that we've gone a goal up, and obviously it's tough when you concede a goal, but hopefully we're knocking on the door still, and we got to have the right personnel in and kind of keep them on the field as long as we can this half.
Well, good luck the second half.
Thank you.
Back to you, Ari.
Thank you, Chad. And Coach Callie Morrill. And her team very competitive against a 22nd ranked team in the nation here through one half of play. Really in command through, I'd say, the first 15 minutes, then went up 1-0 on the penalty kick by Emily Weisberg. That chance created by Donish Henry Cole's attack. Then the Eagles come back strong after that. They really some urgency in their step, Matt. You know, you could see it just plain sight.
You could tell that after the first goal, the penalty, that they just kind of started playing back a little. Maybe they thought, you know, they could rest up a goal, but it turned out to be not quite the case. You know, trailing now 2-1 to start the second half. I mean, only a goal down. It could be worse, but gonna have to come out with a fire and come out aggressive and attack and get back into it.
Yeah, Coach Morrill saw that her team kind of laid back just a bit after that first goal. Momentum swing. Embry-Riddle, more energy, more intensity, more urgency, trailing 1-0. They don't want to lose their second game in conference. Very strong team, the Eagles are. So they tied it up. The equalizer, constant attacking. They get the header off a couple of strange bounces. And scored by Schmiedhofer, her 4th of the season, tied it. Lynn then came back. I felt like they got some intensity back, a couple of good opportunities. But then on a breakaway, Embry-Riddle takes the lead with a very impressive, talented freshman out of Iceland, Gaudersdottir, just breaking free. She is fun to watch, Matt.
A lot of speed. I mean, she got out in that counter and basically made it a one-on-one, even though it was a defender there. I mean, the defender coming in on the angle didn't really have a good shot at defending the ball, and the speed just made the play happen, really.
The name reminds me of there's an old movie called The Player with Tim Robbins and his love interest, I believe, was very similar to Gaudersdottir, the last name. Anyway, I'm probably dating myself. You know, I don't think that's a big hit on the Lynn campus.
I'm not familiar with that one. Can't say that I am.
2-1 our score. We're about ready for second half action. Lynn Sports Network back on hand. Good to be back. We had the layoff. We had a couple of broadcasts on the Lynn Sports Networks canceled due to Hurricane Irma. And good to have everybody back strong. The equipment working. And you know, Andy Vermees said he had to sleep in in one of the buildings on campus for a night, or at least a night.
Jeez.
Andy,
that's
one of
dedication.
our directors, yeah. Joey Heffron back here, and the whole crew. Of course, Chad Beatty on hand running everything in the press box. And Lynn hoping to battle back here. They trail 2-1. You have to think that the first 10 minutes or so are going to be critical here, Matt.
Yeah, the first 10 minutes are going to dictate the tone of how this second half goes, really. I mean, whoever's, you know, more aggressive and more on the attack side is probably who's going to end up having the better half.
Well, you talked about the beginning of the broadcast, Matt. You had that statistic about who scores first is going to be critical. Lynn got that first goal.
They did.
On the penalty kick, but I think that Embry-Riddle may have been aware of that stat too, because they appeared to be like in the final 5 minutes of the game after that first goal went in with their energy all of a sudden.
It did seem, though, after the second goal was scored, that intensity really picked up from both sides to end that first half. We'll see how both teams come out here to start the second half.
I agree. The competitiveness and play towards the end of the first half was terrific for both sides. Here comes Lynn trying to start out with bang here. They just couldn't find that lead run by Perriello. So the lights are on. Sun is behind the clouds that typically build around this hour of the day here in South Florida over the Everglades. And so that a big relief for the players and everybody on the east side of the stadium facing that sunshine. The temperature seems to have dropped at least 5-7 degrees.
Should be a comfortable second half.
And another beautiful evening here in Boca. Embry-Riddle, their first possession of the second half, up 2-1. That's a long distance strike and an easy handle for Alexa.
Tried to sneak that one over her. Thought she was a few steps out, but Downey gets back in time.
I don't know if that's what Coach Bohan would want at that moment. Embry-Riddle had possession, maybe a little early to take that attempt.
I mean, it's one thing to have possession and be on an attack, but it's another thing to have possession and control.
Shot from distance. Nice play coming up to head that one forward for Lynn. As that was, do you see number, is that Molly Bryan's, Matt, do you see the number? Was that number 8?
I think it was. It was a little hard to see from here, but
yeah.
I believe that it was.
I'll do my best with the numbers. It gets a little dimmer out here. No lights here on our side, but put my phone light on. Maybe that'll help. Got to come up with all tricks when you get older and your eyes start to go.
Yeah, what do you think of that new iPhone? Did you hear about that?
Never heard of it. Here's Emily Weisberg. Her second penalty kick goal of the season in the first half. The Lynn staff asking for movement. Here they come, the Fighting Knights. Getting it on the foot of Cole, their playmaker. Danish trying to push that forward, but denied. Very nicely done by Rolfson. And here comes Embry-Riddle. Fortunately, they led their electric player, Gardas Dancer, just a little bit too far. So the men are playing at Embry-Riddle right now, Matt. Both women and men battling the Eagles tonight. The men up in Daytona. I believe that game started just a few minutes ago at 7.
I'm not sure if there's a score yet, but if there is, I'll find out in a second.
Chad just informing us that Jack Watson is unavailable with a lower leg injury. Very, very upsetting to all Lynn University soccer fans and to Jack. A phenomenal player will be unavailable. Corner kick, set pieces opportunity for Lynn. Emily puts it to the top of the square, but headed right back to Weisberg. She'll do it again. In the air, Lynn trying to win that ball. They battled just outside that 18-yard marker. It squibbed through towards the net. That was good effort there by Lenegro, but just couldn't get much on that attempt.
So far, no score for the men at Embry-Riddle, but 3 shots, 2 on goal for them early on there. It's only in the 10th minute in that game.
Gardinsdatter to the perimeter. Embry-Riddle hoping to pad their lead. Inside the 40 minutes, under the 40-minute mark here. And college as they wind down the clock rather than go up as they do in pro soccer. But right about the 39-minute mark. 2-1 Eagles. Eagles came into the action 1-1 on the road. 1-1 in Sunshine State Conference play. Lynn 1-1 here at home. And their first game in conference. Here comes Donish
There
Cole.
she goes.
Yeah. Gets by another defender. Here comes Donish leading the attack. Lynn spread out well, tried to get it down the seam down the center of the field and unable to. Here comes Embry-Riddle, Schmiedhofer. A big collision. The Eagle bench thought that was a foul as Griffin and Schmiedhofer collided. And a foul was called, so a free kick upcoming for the Eagles. Rachel Owens, 2 assists on the season, the junior out of Delaware. Set piece opportunity. Owens beautifully sent in a header and a goal. Absolutely gorgeous. Couldn't have served it up better as Rachel Owens puts it in, and a tremendous off-the-head goal into the corner of the net. Just beautiful, man. Did you get a was that number 9? Who got the header? Did you see that?
I think that was either 8 or 9. I couldn't tell for sure. There's a lot of congestion there, but I think it was Rachel Owens.
Quick attack by Lynn. Fighting Knights attacking right back. Cole heads it back, gets it back to Donish. Donish dribbling through multiple defenders, but now broken up by Embry-Riddle. And that out of bounds. It was not a goal, I apologize.
I apologize as well. I couldn't even tell from here. Shame on us, right?
Oh, it was still a beautiful play by the Eagles. I apologize, fans. So 2-1, Lynn. 1 goal down. A little bit of echo here in the broadcast. Oh, that was a gorgeous play. And Owens served it up beautifully. I believe it went off the head of maybe Rolfson or Nas Bunga. You almost had another play here in the press box, Matt.
Wall's just a little too high.
You could have kicked that one.
Eagles on the attack. It's Elizabeth Allen in the corner, and good piece of defense there from, that was Jamie Perriello.
So corner opportunity for the Eagles, up 2-1. And Rachel Owens will serve it up again. She had that beautiful free kick, which fooled us from our vantage point. It looked like an exceptional goal. And the way Embry-Riddle players reacted, maybe they thought from this side, this vantage point, that it had gone in, but evidently it went just to the outside of the net. That strike well to the right of Alexa. Coach Morrill applauding her team, urging them on. Another competitive performance by the Lynn Fighting Knights against a very strong Embry-Riddle team. Now this Lynn team gives terrific effort. Maybe a little bit undermanned. They're picked towards the back of the conference this season, Lynn. They 3 victories last season. They're 3-11-2 last season, Matt. This season they're 2-3 already.
They have to prove themselves a little bit this season, but so far looks like they're taking the right steps. I mean, already almost matching their win total from last season.
And competitive too. Even when they matched up, they had West Florida here as top 10 team. That game was much closer than the final score. It was very competitive throughout. And good to see a couple of these players back healthy, like Donish, Henry, Cole, Weisberg. Good work from the far side. Flag goes up for the foul. Unhappy are the Fighting Knights with that call. And pleading her case over there.
Shawley.
Shawley, yeah. And a Shawley out of North Carolina. Started all 16 games last season. A workhorse on the defensive side for Coach Morrill. Free kick deflected back to the Eagle player. And again, terrific feet defensively and cleared out midfield. And Weisberg giving chase, darting down far side. We'll kick it back to the foot of Christensen. Absolutely gorgeous evening now, Matt. That's why you come down here to Boca and go to Lynn, huh?
It's one of the reasons. Weather doesn't hurt.
Ooh, collision there. Deflected all the way back to Alexa. You see challenges like that, and you understand why there's so many injuries in soccer. These kids are in phenomenal shape and have to be able to take some physicality too.
Just the nature of the game.
Yeah, players running at full speed constantly and challenging for loose balls is gonna happen. And very sad to hear that the men's star Jack Watson injured, and from what we hear, likely out for a while. Two to 1 to Embry-Riddle with 31 minutes remaining in the match. Weisberg and Cole, those are the two players. Cole created that opportunity in the box, which resulted in the penalty kick for Weisberg. They gave Lynn the early lead. Embry-Riddle with 2 goals to close out the first half. That's where we stand right now. 2-1 Eagles. That ball ricocheted up to the top row. Good thing the fans were alert.
Look out, that one got there in a hurry.
Yeah. It's like a foul ball in baseball. You got to be alert. Can't be you just stuffing your mouth with popcorn. So you weren't on campus during the power outage here?
I was not.
Were you in town? Or?
Yeah, no, I was still in town, but not on campus. I did hear, though, that for students that stayed on campus, they had what they called Camp Irma in the Wold Theater over there. And
oh, nice.
Yeah, they gave out refreshments and snacks and all that, and students were allowed to hang out in there and charge their phones until all the power was restored. So
That's a beautiful theater.
It is, yeah. Definitely not a bad facility to be stuck in without power. Well, when there's power there anyway.
Yeah. Well, had I known, I would have crashed that, pretended there was a broadcast to do. Corner kick here for the Eagles, up 2-1. You see the player scurrying for position, in on, and the header kicked away, still in play, in front, deflected, and a goal.
That one over the goal.
Over the goal. Okay, I don't want to miscall another one here. It is tough to see. Okay, that one's over.
Close, yeah, no, just over the goal. But an update for you in the men's soccer game. They are scoreless in the 25th minute. Keep an eye on that one.
Corner kick again, headed in and just to the right of the far post. Now, let's take a look at that. Joey, our producer's getting that ready to take a look at that. We're trying to call this one off the TV screen, and multiple opportunities, and that one just over the goal. Deflects off the back of the net.
Hard to judge that one from here, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone's just juggling around for it. That's how they scored their first goal.
That's
though.
right, yeah. Multiple header opportunities by Embry-Riddle in that first goal.
All right, here's a good opportunity.
On the run, Lynn can tie it right here, breakaway, and a goal! We are all tied up. Gabriela Morera with the run.
When we get a chance to take a look at that replay, we'll take a look at how far ahead she got and the beautiful ball that she was given right up the middle. Just exploded with the speed, made an easy one-on-one with the goalie, and went straight at her.
Was that Lenegro?
Hold on a second.
I think it was Loriana Lenegro. Let's take a look again. 6 or 7.
It was
Morera, yeah. Look at the speed, the burst of speed, and then beats Christensen to the back of the net.
All right, so we got the highlight in. So highlights for you.
We are tied at 2, 27 minutes.
Just like that, my friend.
Approaching that mark remaining.
Sorry if I just took that over from you. I apologize.
What a run there by Morera. Her 3rd goal of the season.
That's what they needed. Brand new, bright, shiny one now, 2-2.
Former Team Boca star, 13 starts last season. Now 3 goals and assist for Gabriela this season. Really strong start to the year.
See, now I think that first stat that I mentioned is a little more relevancy here. I mean, now you got a 2-2 game in the second half. Now it's kind of like the first one to score. Seems like they'll win, but depends on when and how the defense is playing and how we react.
And Lynn, definitely a hop in their step. Embry-Riddle, a couple of really good opportunities to increase this lead to 3-1. A couple opportunities that fooled me. I thought they had increased their lead with balls that just bounced on the side of the back of the net. And all of a sudden, Lynn with that breakaway to tie it. And now Lynn with their confidence back. Here they come.
Negro up the field.
Perriello. Negro wanted it to the right. Instead, they reversed directions to the far side of the field. Unable to run that down the far sideline.
It was Glory, 7. It was orange cleats to orange cleats.
I believe that goal by Morera was assisted by Lenegro. And for Lenegro, her first assist of the season. She does have a game-winning goal. The senior out of Venezuela. Lenegro played for the University of Akron. She actually led the Zips in assists in 2014. A member of the SSC Academic Honor Roll team as well.
Very well-rounded athletes we have here at Lynn. You'll see a lot of different athletes for different teams out on the field that are also, as you mentioned, part of that academic team.
Now that foul called on the Eagles. Tied at 2. 25 minutes remain. And that one will keep the Embry-Riddle bench alive. High score. Opening night of Sunshine State Conference play here for Lynn University. The Eagles already 1-1 in conference. Terrific game here tonight. A little bit of lightning off in the distance, but far enough away where that should not threaten play here. Here come the Eagles. Spreading the field. Nice pass ahead. Danish Cole able to get back and deflect it. A race to the corner. .23.5 minutes to play. Pedretti will check in a moment for Cali. Pedretti with the one game-winning goal here this season, so maybe she'll collect her second. Nice play in the air for the Eagles. Lead ball. Turning the corner, gets that cross off, but no trailer was in the area yet, and able to come up, make the play was Downey. Embry-Riddle may regret not putting one of those very good looks and opportunities earlier in the half in the back of the net. They find themselves in a tie game now with 22 minutes to play.
Tell you what, if they end up giving up this lead, they're going to be kicking themselves for that one after the game. I mean, those are very close opportunities. I mean, I thought a couple of those were actually in.
So Lenegro will take a break here. Replaced by Valentina Pedretti. Beautiful evening here at Lynn. Tied at 2. 21.5 minutes to play. This would be a huge victory for Lynn. There's a lead ball. Into the box, trying to get a shot off. Collects, shoots, and scores! What a play for the Lynn Fighting Knights.
The bench is absolutely electric after that one.
Absolute phenomenal play to stop and gather Jamie Perriello. With her first goal of the season, she leads the team with 3 assists and a spectacular play by the redshirt senior out of Delray.
What she did a great job there on that attack was keeping control close to the box like that. I mean, defenders are closing in around her, and she kept her cool. We're going to catch a replay of that one so viewers at home can see just what I'm talking about.
There's the pass in.
And you see her here. I mean, the defender's closing in around her. She kicks it, but keeps control and is able to just rocket one right past the keeper.
And to get as much power on that ball as she did, really remarkable because she had to regroup, Matt, and reset. Really had no rhythm into that one. Step back and just rocketed it over the outstretched arms of Christensen. Now, what a goal from Perriello.
Just like that, Fighting Knights on top 3-2.
He was a team captain back in 2015. Medical red shirt last year. One of those players that's such a welcome sight to see back on the field for Coach Morrill and the Fighting Knights. And Jamie already now with 3 assists and hopefully a game-winning goal. Well, we still got plenty of time, over 20 minutes, and you saw the way Embry-Riddle closed the first half. Danish to the outside to the newly inserted Nia Perkovic, a 5'2" defender from Coral Springs, Stoneman Douglas High. Also a Team Boca player. And Nia with a goal and assist already this season, sophomore. Wow, what a second half of play for Lynn University. Coming out, the keeper Christensen. Well, Lynn now, they don't want to stop the pressure. Couple of terrific runouts for Lynn offensively to put them in the lead. They'll have to be very solid defensively now. You know, Embry-Riddle's going to come at them. And here they come. That ball chipped in right into the lap of Alexa Downey. Easy play for the sure-handed goalkeeper. Under 20 minutes now, as Alexa will take her time. Rockets that one out past midfield.
Little lightning over there.
Yeah.
And that cloud in the distance.
But far enough away.
It's nice to look at.
No, it's just it's gorgeous out here, really is. The sky's all different colors. You can see a little bit on your screen there. Good camera work by our Lynn Sports Network crew. Getting back to the action on the field.
Is that how you spell it? Yeah. I put Alexa, what do I put next? Just put save. And then scroll down. And then hit upload.
So a throw in for Embry-Riddle. They'll also have a substitute checking in a moment. Number 18 is Guro Nasberga out of Norway, has a goal this season. And her sister also on the squad, Stina Nasberga.
She's coming on now to replace Jelna.
And Jelna, a local product out of Ormond Beach. Now Lightning getting a little bit more entertaining out there, but far enough off in the distance. Set pieces opportunity here for the Eagles. You hear their sideline hooting it up. Coach Bohan trying to get her team to find the tying goal here. Lynn striking for 2 goals here in the second half. Beautiful corner kick, headed around, chipped towards the goal, and this time it is in. This time it finds the back of the net in the corner. Beautifully done out of set pieces again. Embry-Riddle very strong offensively. Ties this at 3 with 16.5 minutes to play. And we'll try to get a replay of that here in the Lynn Sports Network.
Yeah, so far tonight, Embry-Riddle's been really good in set pieces.
Here it is, Matt.
See here, another one of those goals no one's really able to get control of. And then all of a sudden, just kind of falls at someone's foot in front of the goal, and there's not much the goalie can do about it.
So Hannah Rolfson with her first goal of the season. Interesting, she put it towards the corner. There was a teammate who kind of jumped out of the way and let that go into the corner of the net. It did screen Alexa a bit as well. That was a good look at Alexa Downey. There's Nia battling
for possession there.
That's going to be a foul on Perkovic. She was challenging the talented freshman Garda's daughter, who has a goal in this one. So goals for Garda's daughter, Schmidhofer, and now Rolfson. Rolfson out of Oslo, Norway. Schmidhofer out of Sweden, and Garda's daughter out of Iceland. Free kick into the box, well done. And that one high in the air, almost cleared the screen.
Almost higher than I thought it was. I didn't think it was going to be that close to the top of the screen.
That almost went into the passenger seat of the Lynn van back there. Just under 15 minutes to play. We are now tied at 3. Eagles led 2-1 at the half. Lynn scoring first. The Eagles with 2. The 2-1 halftime lead. Lynn scoring twice to take the lead in the second half, and then moments ago the Eagles tied it. So Lynn able to tally 2 goals here in the half. Great runs to beat the Embry-Riddle defense back on the counter. Marrera with the tying goal. And then Perriello with the lead goal. Another corner opportunity. We've seen how adept the Eagles are with these set pieces. And this is a talented player here. Rachel Owens able to serve it in so precisely. Came into the action with a couple of assists. Keeps this one low, so able to kick it out. Sometimes those are effective, but good read by the Lynn defender there. Lynn possession. Under 13 minutes to play. What will be the difference maker?
If there will be a difference maker.
Yeah.
Excuse me as I'm tripping over my words there.
Conference opener for Lynn here at Bobby Campbell Stadium. The Eagles ranked 22nd in the nation. A dozen minutes to play. Both teams a little bit stagnant here. as they battle at midfield, looking for a lane for the attack. Here come the Eagles. And that shot put in, handled easily here to the near post by Downey. Zalay will come back for the Eagles. Nearing the 11-minute mark. So substitute.
That was a solid one.
Zalay comes in. I think the horn here, the substitute horn, is impressing a lot of people here in the press box.
That's what it sounds like.
Sounded like an old Buick or something. Here come the Eagles. Looking for an advantage. Kicked in. The race is on. Well played defensively. There looked to be Sage Griffin, but we'll set up another corner kick for the Eagles. And coming in to handle that will be Rachel Owens. Owens, very adept at this, to the far post, in the air, headed away. Beautifully done.
I think she punched that one, actually.
Okay, getting up to punch it was Alexa Downey.
Another update here. Men's soccer game scoreless at the half. They're also playing Embry-Riddle.
That game up in Daytona, as the men's offense probably already feeling the effects of not having Jack Watson, the leading goal scorer in the nation last year, out due to injury.
Going to be tough loss for them all season, or however long he's out anyway, whatever the extent of the injury is. But I mean, they've got some depth in that team, but I mean, it's obviously not easy to replace a player of that caliber.
Yeah. Another corner for the Eagles in the air, that headed over the crossbar. And now the lightning starting to spread a bit to the south of us here too, which is a little bit more worrisome. Those distant clouds in the west usually stay where they are, but anything from the south tends to move north.
Yeah, it's looking pretty dark over there too. That's one thing that's for sure. I mean, yeah, you look straight ahead. I mean, you can see the clouds, but you can still see some of the sky, and as lightning strikes over there. But over here, it's completely black.
Yeah. So it'll be, there's a strike towards the net, easy handle for Alexa. Alertly gathers it. As we're under 8 minutes remaining, we're tied at 3. It seems like the weather will cooperate for at least to the end of regulation. And both teams appear to be a little bit fatigued now. Very hot temperatures. Great hustle there by Mara Notkin. Mara's throw in. There's a battle, Danish. That one going into the DeHornley Center. Under 7 minutes to play. 3-3.
Fighting Knights get possession back now here with the throw-in. Oh. Ryan stumbled a little bit there.
Long ball. Nice strike from distance. It's about 40 yards away, I'd say. Coming out way off her line to seize that was Downey. Strong arms it here to the near side. Kicking ahead is Notkin. A good look there at Gabriela Morera, the outstanding run she had with a tying goal, tied it at 2 at the time. Maybe we could get her out ahead of the defense again. With about 5:20 remaining. Here come the Fighting Knights. Getting into position. Coming up to make a nice defensive play there for the Eagles. Under 5 minutes to play. And this is Schmiedhofer, who has a goal already here tonight, her 4th of the season. Beautiful turn to her left.
The Fighting Knights got a player down in the far corner.
Trying to stop play and kick it out of bounds to give Lynn injured player time to get up. They're trying to get the ref's attention. The Lynn player unable to get to her feet at the moment. So that'll stop the clock at 4:13 remaining. Game tied at 3. And the teams will come to the sidelines and use this as a hydration break. And a strategic break as well, I imagine.
Just over 4 minutes left. Both teams trying to make that final push to get that one goal to break the tie here and probably seal the win.
And the injured player up on her feet, Anna Shawley, who's done yeoman's work here tonight again. The junior out of North Carolina. Good to see Anna able to walk off under her own power. Team's back onto the field. Let's see if that little break sparked one of the teams, Matt.
We'll see.
4 minutes to score the game winner here. We're tied at 3. So Emily Weisberg comes back onto the field. She will replace Anna.
Weisberg started the scoring tonight with that penalty shot in the first half. Put the Fighting Knights up 1-0. But since then, a lot of action. 2 goals from Embry-Riddle to make it 2-1, and then stayed that way at halftime. Maybe a little recap here. And second half started, Fighting Knights came back, tied it at 2, and then came back again, took the lead at 3, and then Embry-Riddle comes back again. Now tied this one, and 4 minutes left. It's 3-3.
There's Cole. Nice lead pass. To her right, the shot and the save by Christensen. They got it on the foot of Marrera. She scored her third goal of the season here tonight.
She had a good look at that one. Just unfortunately, it was just right at Christensen. Able to make an easy save.
3:40 to play. Henry Cole pushes it to the outside. Here comes Lynn. Unable to keep it in play. We're about 3 minutes away from overtime. So Downey looking to get something started here, try to find a teammate under 3 minutes to play. Cole push from behind. A little talk going on there with Johansson. Donish Henry Cole gets the foul call. She was a little unhappy. She's taking some shots in the back here tonight. You could hear Jamie say, oh gosh, after she kicked that one. Didn't end up where she wanted it to go. And here come the Eagles.
Good defense from Cole.
Cole battling.
And she's been doing that all night. That's been one constant bright spot for the Fighting Knights, her defense and her aggression in the middle of the field.
And we have a free kick upcoming here with 1:40 to play. So a short corner kick here. This should give the Eagles a very good look. As Rachel Owens, we've seen the precision which she works with out of the corner. This gaining about 10, 15 yards here. Chips it in, headed out. The strike will sail midway up into the screen harmlessly.
They set up a little differently for that corner than the previous ones they had taken. I mean, earlier on in the game when they were taking corners, they would kind of crowd in front of the goal. They were a little more spread out there, and then as the ball was kicked, they all kind of converged in front of the goal. But different setup. Got a good look, just didn't execute.
Terrific play, laying on her back on the ball, actually getting up was Griffin to make the play. Griffin back in the action. The Eagles attacking with 20 seconds left. There's a shot and a save from Alexa Downey, and that should seal the tie here and bring us to overtime. Alexa can hold on to the ball here about 10 seconds. And Downey can kick it out of bounds into the Lynn bench. And that will take us to OT, tied at 3. Fantastic competitive game here at Bobby Campbell Stadium as the teams will prepare for overtime. Tied at 3. It was 2-1 Eagles after one half. And we will head to overtime. Tied at 3. We'll be back in a moment on the Lynn Sports Network.
All right, Fighting Night fans. Aria Shanak having to depart prematurely from this match, so Director of Athletic Communications Chad Beatty joining Matt Masmero on the broadcast here in overtime. I'm the closer here, guys, so I'm going to close out this victory for us as we head into overtime. Big second half. We saw a lot of scoring here in the second half, didn't we, Matt?
Oh, yeah, that's definitely for sure. I'll give you a little recap of how the game's gone so far scoring-wise. Started off in 17th minute with a penalty by Emily Weisberg, put Lynn on top 1-0. The Eagles fought back the 34th minute, a goal from Schmiedhofer, and then another one in the 41st minute. And then at halftime, it's 2-1. Come back second half.